The only way I knew how to deal with anything was by getting drunk. And I truly believed that when I felt too overwhelmed to function, drinking alcohol would bring down the overwhelm enough so I could deal with the situation. I drank every day, and I drank more than ever. And I did that for months and months and months because, like I said, this situation was ongoing. It wasn't an isolated incident. And this is when severe consequences began showing up in my life. I developed anxiety. I would keep myself awake all night to punish myself for not controlling how much I drank, and my depression turned into suicidal thoughts. This second key moment was what pushed me from a gray area problem drinker who could have stayed that way for years into a full-blown addiction. I needed alcohol. I don't feel grateful for what happened because it sucked and it permanently impacted my life, but I do feel grateful that my timeline was accelerated so I could get out sooner and enjoy the rest of my life. There are so many people, many of them in my community, who are right on the line where their drinking is bad, but it's not bad enough. And I was there too, but reflecting back on it, my drinking was still really bad. I was miserable, but I still had the ability to make excuses, like I've never missed work because of a hangover, at least I don't drink in the morning, except for brunch at 11 a.m. on the weekends, but brunch doesn't count, right? And my favorite excuse, but I don't have any consequences. I had a lot of them, but they were somewhat manageable, so that means they didn't count in my mind. Have you ever had a bad relationship where you're constantly making excuses for this person that treats you horribly? And then you finally get out and you're like, why did I stay for so long? Why didn't I realize this person sucked? And it's the same thing with alcohol. We make all of these excuses and we're only tricking ourselves. If you're stuck in this loop where your drinking is bad but not that bad, then you could either wait for the consequences to get worse because they've already been building in the background. You just keep excusing them. You could wait for one of those key moments to accelerate your drinking so it gets so bad that you can't ignore it anymore. Or you could take the third door. You could trust me and every other sober person that tells you sober is better. You could start showing up for yourself and doing the work, not just when you have stuff going on, but all the time consistently. You could start getting some support, whether that's therapy, an online community like mine, AA, or coaching. You could acknowledge that just because your drinking isn't that bad doesn't mean it's good.